Their dispatch from the 2,000 meter marker, and the rider of, I'll just have to check who that is that came down right after the start. So we'll just give them a chance to settle down for a leader. It's Open Lad in front. That's showing the way. Toronto's on the inside. Belfry's on the outside of runners. Then Dancing Moonlight. They'll come back into view now. And it is Open Lad. That's the one with the red cap. It's on the outside of that one is Belfry, and they're followed by Toronto. It's Cruise that I can't find. So number 5, Cruise was the one that went down. Further back in the field is FIREFOOT, and Getaway Car is the trail. So Cruise hopefully will run off that inside running rail. They're going very slowly, and it's Open Lad with the red cap. Belfry's got the green cap. They're followed then by Toronto's near the rail. FIREFOOT is on the outside. Dancing Moonlight and Getaway Car. They're the last two, about 5-6 lengths off the leader. And let's hope this loose horse goes on. Belfry now on Open Lad. Back in third is FIREFOOT. And they're followed further back by Toronto. Then comes Getaway Car and Dancing Moonlight as they move away now towards that entrance to the straight with about 500 to go. And Open Lad tries to make the break. So Open Lad is the leader. On the outside, Belfry. Down the inside, FIREFOOT. Then Toronto. Getaway Cars towards the outside and Dancing Moonlight between the two of them. Coming down to the last 200 though, FIREFOOT hits the front. Trying to fight back as Open Lad. Toronto's running on from behind, so is Dancing Moonlight. But it's FIREFOOT past the 150. Gonna take some catching though, and FIREFOOT will win it. So FIREFOOT has won it. Second place will go to Toronto, then Dancing Moonlight and Open Lad. So here's number 4, FIREFOOT. And FIREFOOT is the Mumba in Seattle. Glenn Cotson, Stuart Randolph, equipped with blinkers, goes off 460. The tote favourite ends up number 6, Dancing Moonlight. Second place will go to Toronto. So number 5, Cruise. I don't know if my producer will go back to the start or not, just because the rider felt to see what happened to Cruise. But number 4, FIREFOOT is the winner. We'll run it across for that second position. Second place I went with 7, Toronto. So we've got a freeze. All right, so we're not going to keep you on the air much longer because we've got, all right, there we go. Now second is 7, Toronto, third to 6, Dancing Moonlight, and the fourth position to Open Lad, and then came Belfry. The tote favourite ended up number 6, and then number 8, Getaway Car. So we'll take a look at that head-on, I presume. Here's the head-on, and FIREFOOT with the blinkers on the left-hand side. And the runner-up is immediately behind that, and now goes to the right, Toronto. But it's FIREFOOT number 4 to win it. So FIREFOOT number 4, Toronto will run into that second position. Dancing Moonlight was the tote favourite. Are we going back to the start? All right, we're not going back to the start until the 6th, back to the studio.
A nice win here for trainer Glenn Cotson, Ronnie Govender, Mr. Maynard. Well done to the gentleman that own her, son of Mambo in Seattle. FIREFOOT is her name, Stuart Randolph. And nice to catch up with John Butler. He's a roving banker these days, as I refer to him, helping a lot of trainers when they're away. But John, nice one for Glenn.
Yeah, well done to Stewie, nice ride. I think he won a nice race. I don't know how strong the field was. But well done to the owners and well done to Glenn and Kathy on the farm.
They were stiff in the previous race as well.
Yeah, I just got beat, so we ran second and third, so it was a nice day.
Well, you're still part of the game, John, helping all the trainers. Still loving it?
Enjoying it, Tees.
All the best, John.
Thank you very much.
Give our best to Glenn as well. Stewie, we just had a quick chat as you came in, and this horse had a serious chance if he brought his best.
Yeah, he had some fair, kept on form. He was never far behind. Just like you were saying, I think he's a tough horse. Give him a patient ride, get him off the pace, and he should be running on nicely.
Things worked out nicely for you in a small field?
I would like to say yes, but not really. With the
that loose horse?
Yeah, the pace started to slow back. So I was on the rail. Eventually, I pulled off the rail, and I was a little bit handier than I wanted to be, but the pace was slow. So I had to bide my time as we came in the straight, also to watch out for the traffic as well. And it actually opened up nicely down the inside for me. So luckily the horse didn't shift out in front of me. You know, could have been in a bit of trouble there, but it wasn't. A big thank you to John, and well done to Glenn. It was nice to have another winner for them, and may continue.
Just for the viewers out there, and for myself as well, Stu, I mean, you've ridden many races where there have been loose horses. The concern is, you know, you can't really determine what the horse is going to do.
Absolutely. You know, there's a jockey and you can always shout and swear at him, but there's no one on there to shout at. Yeah, that's the thing. You know, he was in front, and I could see that the horse, he was actually looking at, you know, what was going on in the center of the track. So your paces aren't as what they're supposed to. You know, they end up going quicker and then they end up slowing down. So it was always a stop, go. And you could see every time that, you know, Muzi went to go challenge him, he would pick up the speed again. And then as Muzi backed off, then so would the other horse back off. So
I'm certain that you guys as jockeys have discussed this as well. Every time I see a loose horse, the loose horse wins.
Yeah, I think so. Is it
because of the weight, or just you guys letting the horse bowl along?
I think it's a lot to do with the weight, especially as us heavier jockeys.
Sure.
There's a lot more weight in the stirrups.
Sure.
Yeah, no, I think that's mainly that. And, you know, obviously, it's a bit of a worrying factor to have a loose horse running around in the field, because you never know, like you said, you never know what's going to happen. You end up shifting out, and you making your run for a outside, and you end up running into trouble. So, yeah, look, things could get ugly, but just thank God it never, and we all came back together.
Leading up to Christmas, you're working for the family, Stu.
They can see the sweat.
I can. But you're having your winners.
We're trying, yeah. Christmas coming, so hopefully we can get a few more, buy some presents.
Anything else from your side? We've got 3 races left.
Yeah, I've got 3 nice chances for Wendy. Obviously, they're competitive fields, but I'm hoping to be in the shake-up.
You've cost me many Christmas gifts with Amber First. What are you going to do from the draw today?
You're not the only one, Dees.
Is it?
Yeah, it is a bit tough. We've drawn 13. We're going to need a bit of luck in the running. I'm hoping that the speed will be on, because she's a type of filly. She likes to be left alone. You can't chase her to be up there. Yeah, if the speed is on, she should be giving a good finish in the end.
She's a runner there.
Yeah, she's doing well. Like I said, you know, all my rides say they got chances. We just need a bit of luck in running.
Well, you've done well, and compliments to your boys. It's not hot. It is bloody hot out there, and wish you guys. We've got 3 races left as well.
Yeah, we'll keep going. No, thanks a lot, Dees, and well done to Glenn and the owners.
Nice ride.
Thank you very much.
Always a pleasure. Stuart Randolph, horse number 4, FIREFOOT, has come through to win here, and if you caught this quartet, which paid in excess of 800 Rand, unbelievable. That's paid very, very well. 476, and I think the horse that caused that dividend to pay as much as it did was horse number 9.